Hi guys, this is Nuran from Egypt, and in this video is all about the most significant and the largest temple in Alexandria city. Let's get started with the temple. The place was known as the Serapeum. It was a temple dedicated to the Greco-Egyptian god Serapis. However, there is evidence that the deity was known before the time of Ptolemy. The cult of Serapis was introduced during the 3rd century BC on the order of Pharaoh Ptolemy I. It was meant to unify the Greeks and Egyptians in his realm. Now, Serapis was a combination of the Egyptian traditional gods, Osiris and Apis, but given the attributes of Hellenistic gods like Zeus, Helios, Dionysus, and Asclepius. Serapis was thus a supreme god of divine majesty and the sun represented by Zeus and Helios. Fertility by Dionysus, in the underworld and afterlife by Hades, Apis, and Osiris. And finally, healing by Asclepius. Since a link was made between Osiris and Serapis, his family followed his wife Isis and his son Horus were thus given new names as a popular goddess Isis and their son Harpocron. So the Greco-Egyptian tribe of Alexandria was born. When Alexander came, it was a settlement on a mount for almost 1,000 years called Rakotis. Rakotis was home for Egyptian sentinels, guiding the Nile from invaders. Alexandria was planned by Diocletian's of Herodotus. And also the existence of a small village and the fishing port became Egyptian suburb, and most of Alexandria's Egyptian workforce lived here, and also the final great temple complex itself was built by Ptolemy I. The Greeks preferred to build their temple on higher ground. They preferred to choose the higher ground, and the only higher point or higher ground in Alexandria is the top of the Mount Rakotis. So they decided to choose to build their temples on the Mount Rakotis because it's the only higher point on Alexandria. Let's look a little bit about the structure of this magnificent temple. The temple was built and the wall. Let's look a bit about the wall was built surrounding the platform and also a colonnade, surrounding the temple. As you can see, the temple inside the colonnade. And also, the temple itself was a classical structure, and also you could see the stairway. So it's made of 100 steps. You could climb the stairway until reach the temple, and also was made and was built with a beauty and good looking. And also, when you come to the temple, you could see the pillar on your right, or the pillar on your left, and the temple on your right. On the sides, you could find two rock galleries. In the first gallery, you could see the black basalt or statue of Serapis in a form of pole, and also that dates back to Hadrian, the Emperor Hadrian. As you can see, this is the second gallery. Is actually a long passageway, and nowadays there's something that this gallery, that it's a burial cache for mummies of Anubis, of the god Anubis. Okay, so let's look a little bit about this column. Okay, the column in honor of the Roman Emperor Diocletian. This is actually a Roman triumphal column made of a single piece of red Aswan granite built in 298 98 AD. It is the largest of its type constructed outside the capitals of Rome and Constantinople, located here at the Serapeum of Alexandria, and it has a height of 27 meters and has a weight estimated at 285 tons. During his reign, a serious revolt in the city took place, and this revolt or this revolution carried out in Alexandria by the Roman commander Domitian. And Diocletian wanted to put down this revolt. He came here ordering the city to be sieged. After about 8 months of resistance, the city finally surrendered and returned to Roman rule. As a result of the siege, there was famine in the city. And as a result of that, the Emperor Diocletian ordered that the portion of food which normally sent to Rome to be given to the people of Alexandria instead. And also, he even exempted them from paying taxes during this hard time. And as a result of that, this memorial column was erected in gratitude of what Diocletian did for them in this hard time. And that's it for my video. I hope my video was enjoyable for you, and see you for the next.